Hey guys, I want to show you the new reservoir for the HYT60 and explain a couple things about it. The reservoir is made out of clear acrylic. It's machine finish, but once you add water it will become a lot more see-through. It has a total of 10 G1/4 ports, so you can connect all the components with in and outs. It's made for a single D5 pump. It will come with the option of either a white pump bracket or a black pump bracket. You will need to provide your own D5 pump. The way you mount the D5 pump is by putting the cable through the bracket and with the O-ring that comes with the reservoir, just placing it around the pump and then just lining up the holes of the bracket with the screws into the reservoir. The way you mount the reservoir to the case is by removing the front glass. The front glass of the case is being secured by 4 screws, 2 screws at the bottom and 2 screws at the top. Once you remove the glass, you can mount the reservoir. I will recommend, if you're gonna use a drain valve, to connect it first, because it can be maybe a little tricky to put it once the pump and the reservoir is inside the case. To mount the reservoir into the case, you want to put the bottom edge first into the groove and then simply lifting this corner just a little bit so it can clear this lip over here, and once that clears you can push the case down and that will make it snug in between the reservoir. The reservoir is able to support a 360 radiator at the top. As for the side, here on this example I have a 60mm thick radiator with the 25mm fence, but there is actually enough space to do a push-pull configuration. Even with the push-pull configuration of the 60mm thick, it will clear the connection going to the top of the radiator. So that's just to keep in mind what you can do for the side. Here, in this example, I'm using straight fittings right here and right here at the bottom too, to come out just straight and with a little curve going to the CPU. Here I'm actually connecting it behind the GPU block, so all the 2 connections are back there, so you don't have no tubes coming at the front. You can use 45-degree fittings here, and that will make the tubes come closer to the front and going towards the CPU, and right here will actually give you runs going right here to the front of the GPU if that's something you wanted to do. For graphics cards or GPU blocks that are not as tall as this one, for example this one, you can connect it something like this: the outlet from the reservoir going into the inlet of the GPU block, and the outlet of the GPU block will have to come out at the back and do something like this so it can go towards the front. Or you can do the connection for the inlet at the front and the connection for the outlet at the rear, if that's something you wanted. I will try to put other pictures or different setups I did using different fittings here, just to give you an idea. I might also try to put a couple pictures of other reservoirs that could work for this case if you wanted something maybe a little different, or you're gonna be using this front piece for maybe the screen or something else. But this is it for this video. If you have any questions about this reservoir, or maybe I didn't explain something about it, let me know down into the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.